This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Hi. Dude studying forestry in Alabama set a world record for most trees hugged in an hour. He hugged 1,123 trees at Tuskegee National Forest. I cannot pronounce his name, so I don't want to slaughter it, but Mr. Tahuri, 29, became interested in nature conservation while growing up in a farming community. He's pursuing a master's degree in forestry at Auburn University. The record attempt required that he wrap both of his arms around each tree in a close embrace without causing any damage to the trees.
You want to wrap your arms around some wood?
Hard no. No tree could be hugged more than once, so he had to move quickly between each hug.
Oh, wow.
He was fasting for Ramadan at the time of his record attempt, which presented another challenge.
What?
Not being able to drink water throughout the attempt posed a significant challenge, especially given the physical exertion required. However, it also proved to be helpful in a way, as there was no need to pause for water breaks, allowing me to continue to attempt uninterrupted from start to finish. Averaging 19 trees a minute, he surpassed the minimum requirement of 700 trees to establish the record.
You tree hugger.
The record raises awareness of the importance of trees in environmental conservation. Heck yeah. My senior picture was me hugging a tree.
Yeah, that's really funny. My senior picture was at, what was the name of that place? It was like an arboretum in Mansfield.
Oh, cool.
There's an official name. Some rich dude died and left his mansion. It was just full of like this giant private forest.
Yeah.
And my senior picture, I'm under a tree. And I remember I'm in a blue sweater. And I remember my sister was standing over it. She was dropping a leaf, and we tried to get the leaf. Like I was looking at the leaf, and the leaf represented, like infinity, possibilities.
Like your future.
Yeah, and I was trying to time it so I could. So dumb.
So your senior pictures, you cross-eyed trying to look at it. Damn leaf.
Well, I ended up just chewing on the leaf, and that's me. We never got the leaf, so we scrapped that, and I'm just sitting there looking off into the sky in my sweater. So dumb. That's so weird. We love trees. We knew we were tree people.
Nature people.
Nature people.
Yeah, well, and you had the fort you were building with your friends. I had a fort I built with my friends by the river. My friends being the snapping turtles. Oh. Yeah, good times. I have another world record if you're interested.
You personally?
No, not yet.
I've always said when it comes to the news, you should branch out. And cover a lot more stories, so I appreciate it.
Just leave it be.
Oh, yeah.
Nigerian woman broke a world record for the longest interviewing marathon after hosting 90 people over 55 hours and 24 seconds.
That's what most of our guests say after we get done. Is this like the longest interview in the history of the world? Are we qualifying for a record? Then they tell their agent, don't ever give them my number again.
You're like, I thought this was a 5-minute thing. What's going on?
No. We didn't even talk about what I'm supposed to talk about. When are we going to talk about that? I got a movie coming out. We're going to talk about it or what?
No. Clara Kronberg hosts a talk show on YouTube called Women's World Show. She beat the previous world record holder, Rob Oliver, who had a time of 37 hours, 44 minutes in 2022. The interview marathon included conversations with people from various backgrounds speaking about how they achieved success in their respective fields as politicians, business owners, content creators, and so much more. This record attempt was about bringing together diverse individuals, sharing their inspiring narratives, and forging meaningful connections on a global scale. Oh, look at this lady. I am committed to amplifying voices, particularly those of hardworking women, and using their stories to inspire others facing similar challenges. Loves it.
That's sexist. Men can't be hardworking?
That's not what she said, and it's not all about you. Kronberg became interested in the topic of success while growing up in relative poverty in Nigeria. She conducted the interviews on a docked yacht in Marbella, Spain.
Oh.
She was allowed a 5-minute break every hour. It's a quick poop. Challenges she faced including tending to a very hoarse and rusty voice by drinking lots of water and wearing adult diapers.
I'm so happy
So
for her.
she's just peeing herself while she's
like-
talking to you.
Kind of like listening to NPR. Just drones on.
She also experienced neck and back pain, sleepiness, of course.
Ah.
And just like every woman out there knows, she, of course, got her effing period when she was going to set this record. So she had intense menstrual cramps.
Oh, no.
Because that's when it happens.
This break brought to you by Mido.
Son of a bitch. Recalling everything I went through physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, it feels so unreal, she said of her record. Oh, good for you. Good for you. How would you like to be that last interview where she's barely talking and it was like the final 4 hours of my radiothon when I used to do 28 hours.
She accidentally mixes your name up and calls you Aunt Flo because she's just thinking about her woman issues. Yeah, well, you think it's hard being a DJ. I'm on the rag trying to set this record.
Yeah.
It's to my lady business is screwing up my timing on this interview. But I got my red badge of courage.
We're at an adult diaper party. Goddamn.
Did you know it's Shark Week up on this interview, Dias?
Yeah, not a good week to be on a yacht, I guess, right? You're going to be chumming out by the boat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good for her.
Good. Yeah, the tree guy must have been in. Was he out in the wild, or was he like in a what would they call that? A forest where they're growing saplings or whatever. Was it a real forest? Because you need those trees.
Tuskegee National Forest.
Okay, because you need those trees really close to each other to get that many trees in.
Yeah.
But a record nonetheless. Very nice. A lot of trees.
It's a lot of trees.
That's how many trees a minute? How many? 1,100? How many?
Okay, I did.
Boy, that's a lot.
I already did this story. Averaging 19 trees a minute.
I don't know if I could do that. 19 trees a minute. How long? Yeah. All right.
Any other questions that I already read in the news story?
You just have to kind of touch the tree.
Bitch.
You don't really have to hug the tree.
Yes, you do.
Just kind of have to touch the tree.
No, you have to hug it. That was in the story, too.
I know. I got that.
He had to wrap both of his arms around each tree in a close embrace without causing any damage to the trees.
Yeah, I got all that. I'm just trying to imagine if I could do it or not.
I don't know. I don't think so because
the more I think about it, the more impressed I kind of am. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
19 trees a minute.
You need some timing and some coordination with that, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking of the logistics of it.
It's a lot.
It's impressive. You just have to be very, very focused. And okay, here's my next. You're hugging, you're looking, you're plotting your next. Yeah, that's impressive. I'm going to give that to him.
Yeah, both of those are very impressive records.
Pretty good. You just got to have that endurance and willpower.
Yeah.
Cool.
And adult diapers.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Okay, a North Carolina man won an over $800,000 lottery jackpot after his sister had a dream that he encountered riches. So, in her dream, I found a bunch of gold, David Atwell said. I guess dreams do come true. He bought the $1 Cash 5 ticket at Jiffy Quick. I was stunned. At first, I saw the jackpot went back down to $100,000, so I knew someone hit it. I had no idea. It was me.
Witchcraft.
After taxes, he took home about $600 large.
That'll work.
Says he plans to donate some money to his church and
What?
pay a couple bills.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go.
We're going to have the biggest church in 5 states. We're going to make a mint.
Oh, no.
It's going to be great. Remember, the more money you give to us, the more God gives you. Come on, send it in. Send it in.
Okay, so yesterday, I don't know if y'all missed this, but in the 9 hour, I think it was, we talked about the Delta 767. The emergency slide came off.
Shoot!
An emergency slide that came off a Delta Boeing 767 was found by a lawyer whose firm is suing Boeing.
Yeah, I saw it, and I'm like, no, they're lying. They're making this up. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Boeing's trying to kill the lawyer one at a
What is happening?
One at a time. We're over his house. Drop the chute in 3, 2, 1.
Our case is all about safety issues at Boeing, and this slide is literally right in front of my house. Jake Bissell Link said. The slide landed in his lawn.
That's unbelievable.
The wild coincidence happened on Sunday, 2 days after the slide fell off the Boeing 767 operated by Delta Airlines. Flight 520 was flying from New York's JFK Airport to Los Angeles on Friday, April 26, but was forced to turn back after the incident. It was only in the air for around an hour. A warning on the flight deck and a non-routine sound from the near right wing. Non-routine sound. Things you don't want to hear. Alerted the crew to a problem before the missing slide was observed upon landing. Bissell Links, a partner at law firm Labatten Keller Socrow, told the Post he was looking out the window of his oceanfront home in Queens when he spotted the slide. Missing emergency escape slide that fell off the Delta aircraft was tweeted out. A picture by Katie McFadden. There it is in the oceanfront. We are right on the beach, and I saw it was sitting on the breakers. Unbelievable.
It's like the mob version of putting a horse's head in the bed.
Yep.
Warning the lawyer to shut it.
Unbelievable.
Shut it.
A crew of Delta workers turned up to pull it out of the water about 5 hours later. Delta spokesperson confirmed to the Post that it had retrieved the slide. We will fully cooperate with all relevant investigations.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. You know, the Boeing CEO went home and had a drink.
I still haven't seen where that slide is located or stored.
Yeah.
It's weird. I thought the other ones I see are in the door, but it's an older aircraft.
Bissell Link's firm representing Boeing shareholders in a case filed on January 30th that claims the plane maker made misleading statements about safety following the Alaska Airlines blowout. Remember that one? That's when the door plug came out midair.
Yep, true.
Should be noted, since the Delta Boeing 767 was built in 1990, the incident points to a maintenance issue rather than the plane maker's fault. By contrast, the Alaska 737 was delivered to the carrier just 66 days before the blowout. We haven't decided if the slide is relevant to our case, the lawyers
I wonder
said.
how a lawyer affords a house on a beach like that. Gosh, how does that? Well, life's funny like that, you know. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
He can sue for the civil suit and himself and make more money than probably, and then he can keep his own fees for suing Boeing for trying to kill him. How can one company have this much bad luck? Or it's not luck. It's bad oversight and checks, balance, and quality control, I guess.
Yep.
It all adds up.
Yep.
God damn, dude. Unbelievable. I'm just trying to think of if a car company's ever had this much trouble. You know, a company with that much product. I know there's civil suits for, you know, you get metal and whatever, Jello, whatever. But I mean, holy, on this scale?
Like the airbag situation.
Yeah, the airbag, I guess, would be a good comparison. That's true. That's been going on, I feel like, for 25 years.
Yeah, right.
That's a good comparison.
I feel like that
might be the only one.
Yeah.
Really, because everything else is doesn't affect a whole segment.
Right.
But I guess it's more amplified when things are falling out of the sky.
From 30,000 feet.
That looks like a real problem. And then you tell your flight attendant, you say, "Hey, I heard an explosion in the back of the plane. Yeah, could you put that in the complaint box under what's the name of that thing? Unusual sound."
I closed it out.
What was that thing
Why
called?
Why did you do that to me?
standard sound or whatever it was. That's so crazy.
Yeah, a non-routine sound. Friggin' wild. Oh, Boeing.
That's a Boeing.
Ay, ay, ay.
What up, dude? What up, Boeing? I know the guy, the CEO stepped down. The new guy's coming in. He's like, well, it's going to take a couple of years to fix everything. Yeah, they were using.
You got that right.
And again, it comes down to the price of your stock and shareholders. They had more orders than they could fill. So they were like using parts that weren't designed for other planes on these planes, and they weren't tested right. And they're like, whatever, throw it in there. If the screw fits, torque it down. That's the problem. They didn't torque it down. That's why the door went out.
Hey, you're an engineer, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Torque it down. I don't know, dude. It's scary, but I mean, it's predictable too.
I feel like we're flying on ticking time bombs.
They put profits over people.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
That's all it was.
It's so simple. And you know, former Boeing employees tried warning everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
forget the guy that's out there. He said literally, he goes, if I end up dead, you'll know it's Boeing.
yeah.
The guy that's in front of the congressional hearing. I forget his name. It just happened like a week ago or a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. So it sucks, dude.
He's like, yeah, that people were taking parts out of bins that were not checked out. They there should be a paper trail of all this stuff.
And
just parts would disappear, get used on planes that they weren't checked off for. I mean, just crazy stuff.
And like redundancies that
we're sitting there like sitting ducks, It's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll have 2 more drinks. Dude, it's why I imbibe heavily before I fly.
Is it? Is that why?
Well, no, I have a drinking problem, too. But, I mean, yeah. Good.
Party pooper.
No, I don't poop on any party. Hey, I wanted to bring this up because and send this out as kind of a warning. This 2-year-old Arizona, talking about things flying.
Okay.
This bouncy house.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, listen to me. If you get a bouncy house, if these guys that bring this don't tie down these bouncy houses, your kid, it feels like clockwork we read these stories. Every year.
Every summer.
2-year-old Arizona boy dies after bounce house goes airborne in a gust of wind. And the incident occurred about 5 o'clock, Casa Grande, south of Phoenix, where either bouncy houses fly or hot air balloons crash.
Yeah.
Several children playing in a bouncy house, strong gust of wind sent an airborne, and 2-year-old transported to the hospital when he passed away. Second child hospital with injuries, considered life-threatening. And the confirmed in a statement that it wasn't tied down.
Yeah.
It's just a calm, sunny day. Everything's fine.
No, those have to be.
It doesn't take much.
It's like not staking down your tent. Like, what are you thinking?
Correct.
The places I've seen will have like the 5-gallon buckets of concrete, and that's what they're tied down to.
Right. No, you need the stake into the ground.
You cannot
sails.
tie them down.
They're sails.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Wild.
Can you imagine a bouncy house full of strippers taking off from the Bridges golf course, flying into a Black Hawk helicopter? The last thing a Black Hawk helicopter.
Carnage.
The last thing he sees is a big pair of titties.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
Now, AI be everywhere. I know you've all seen it on the frigging face plant machine, too. There are some jobs I feel like it can replace, but others where I'm like, I don't know if that's a great idea. There was an AI priest, Father Justin. And it didn't take long for him to be defrocked after he said it was okay to baptize babies with Gatorade. Like, This might be the problem with AI.
Like, why waste good Gatorade? I mean, I'd rather drink that on a hot day. Get my electrolytes.
What in the hell?
So much sugar in Gatorade.
Now I'ma pass the mic to my lovely wife. She's a fly MC and the light of my life. So to bust the rhyme without further ado, get away, Mary Sue.
Jesus Christ is my He's the son of the original G. And he was sent to Earth to elucidate the way that we should be. What? Like
Okay.
another Ramsey.
Yeah, they launched Father Justin last week, featuring a 3D model resembling a real-life Catholic priest, but a little less handsy. Father Justin was designed to offer users faithful and educational insights into Catholicism. The Chris Costello, the director of IT at Catholic Answers, believe that AI could assist one in better understanding and articulating Catholic teachings. Yet, as the saying goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and this was certainly the case for Father Justin, who instead of sticking to Catholicism-aligned responses, went full-on Martin Luther and seemingly kicked off his own branch of Christianity. Setting aside the very notion of creating an AI priest, which hundreds of Christians understandably found very troubling, the answers Father Justin provided were just as controversial. With the mechanical cleric blessing a marriage between a brother and a sister, telling one user that it's perfectly fine to baptize a baby in Gatorade, saying that he is as real as the faith we share.
Well, a lot of times priests use priest semen to baptize some of their flock. So
I love the Lord.
it's a good change.
You understand what I'm saying? I love the Lord. And if loving the Lord is
Wrong.
I don't want to be right.
Following the immense backlash they faced on social media, Catholic Answers quickly demoted Father Justin to just Justin, giving the model a new set of clothes and the title of virtual apologist without actually removing the chatbot from the internet. Moreover, the team plans to continue refining the AI and improving the app going forward, leveraging the users' negative responses and experiences with Father Justin as feedback for future improvements.
It almost sounded like you said ass feedback,
Yes.
which is
Well, that works too.
funny.
Yeah.
Holy Gatorade. That ought to be a product. We got to write that down.
Dude, anyone else thinking of Idiocracy?
This Gatorade has been blessed. Electrolytes and water. What? Yeah, the future looks like a hot mess, doesn't it?
Rondo, it's what plants crave. Yeah, totally. It's wild. It's wild out there. Who thought that would be a good idea? Them chatbots be going crazy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now it's just Justin.
Well, it's better than getting them the kids hooked on Mountain Dew. I mean, probably Gatorade's probably, I don't know, a little less sugar than Mountain
Well, you
Dew.
have to baptize them in holy water.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you had to pick a lesser evil, I'd take Gatorade over Mountain Dew. Get them all hooked on that sugar.
A little sticky.
A little sticky. AI priest. Ay.
What could go wrong?
What's happening?
Daddy, no.
I have a buddy that's not on Facebook, Instagram, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And we were sitting at the bar, and he's always asking me, he's like, it's really funny and kind of innocent and weird sounding. He's like, what I missed this week on the internet? It's weird. He's like, what do you guys do on Facebook? What am I missing? I'm like, not missing a damn thing, bruh. People yelling at each other. That's all right.
Oh, I've gotten rid of all of that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know you have.
It's nice.
Like, not everybody's pure of heart on the interweb, but
No.
you're not missing anything, dude.
No. And I just hide. It's 90% animal videos and 10% Angie's boobs.
Oh, geez.
Okay. Up next, bad decisions. Here we go. Okay.
I don't really see said boobs.
Well, you're not friends with her. So.
I am.
You're Facebook friends. But
Yeah. Oh, you're getting like.
in the circle of trust.
Oh, God, is there a subscription I could? Okay.
There are signs that someone is driving drunk.
Oh, here we go.
They're speeding, swerving.
Beloit.
Drifting.
Yes.
They're driving a wrecked truck with a 20-foot tree stuck into it.
Oh, I saw this. I'm like, that's not. It looked like a movie, something out of a movie.
It's unbelievable. Someone in Michigan called 911 early Monday morning because they saw a damaged truck at a gas station with a large tree embedded in its side. Like, a pretty good-sized tree.
It's like it grew right out of the damn bumper.
That's what it looks like, yeah. The driver inside, unresponsive. When the cops got there, they woke up the driver, obviously still hammered. Unclear if he was injured, but he was sent to the hospital to be checked out. He is only 18, and he's getting an OWI, obviously.
Hey, what are you doing? It's out there with my tree, looking around, driving around.
It is so bad.
Passing out, branching out into the community.
Bro.
Yeah. Like, you're not camouflaged, dude. We can still see the truck.
Does he know he hit the tree even?
Yeah, no, it's so funny. It's so funny. You have to, did you put that up? You won't believe it until you see it. The tree looks so natural. Like, like a tree is stuck in an old junkyard or something. A tree starts growing up under in the middle of the car.
Right, exactly.
That's exactly what it looks like. Except it's a new truck that needs a new bumper. Nice stuff. Yep.
20-foot effing tree.
With the bespoke maple grill.
Yeah. That's an upgrade package.
Ready to pass out in. Come on down. You want your own traveling tree house? Come on down.
Ay.
Well, we've had stories where somebody have hit his, God, I was trying to think how long ago it was. He hit somebody, was so drunk, got home, and the person was stuck in their windshield. Do you remember that story?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't know until the next day. Dead body in their windshield. What are you going to do with that one? Take it down the gravel pit, shoot it in the face.
Yeah.
Make sure it's dead.
Well, there was one where the person was still semi-alive, and then they just waited for him to die.
Yep.
So there you have it. How's accountability working?
Jeez.
All right. Mother's Day is coming up.
You remember that scene in, I know you do, The Wolf of Wall Street, where Leo is in his Countach leaving the golf club?
Yeah.
I thought I made it home. I was so effed up. I thought I made it home. That's this guy with a pickup truck.
100%.
I thought I made it home okay. I wasn't. They didn't technically catch me driving it. Anyways.
For Mother's Day this year, you can ask your mother if she wants to go out to eat, and then you can ask her if she wants to go out to eat with you or without you. According to new research, 31% of moms will consider dining out with friends.
With or without
21% will consider a date night without their kids.
With or without you.
And 10% of moms out there just want to be left alone on Mother's Day. That is so fantastic. Of course, just remember, restaurants going to be packed. According to Open Table, Mother's Day was the #1 busiest day for restaurants last year. And the second biggest day was the Saturday before Mother's Day. So maybe you want to hit up Fish Fry on Friday with Ma instead.
Only time I've ever met your mother, was it Mother's Day? We were at, where did I see you guys?
Where the hell were we?
Oh, we were at Olive Garden, weren't we?
No.
Yeah, I think you and your mom were coming out. But that's back when you two were talking. Don't you? You don't talk to your mother, do you?
No.
I do. I saw her last night. She's told me to tell you hello.
Surprised she talks to you.
I think it was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys walked out. I'm like, who is this saucy broad?
Big Booty Judy, dude.
Big Booty Judy. I showed her a breadstick. And she was very lovely. She was nice.
Yeah. That was before the decline.
It's weird knowing you came from nice people. It's weird.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well. Yeah. Weird to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what?
The decline is very strange.
Nice woman. And then, so Mother's Day is when?
It is May 12th.
And you won't be. You're not in your mother's life.
No.
Interesting.
No.
No phone call?
No.
No card?
No.
You won't tell your sister to tell your mother hello?
No.
You want me to drive over and say hello?
No.
You want me to come with you?
No.
You want me
No.
to eat? You want me to...
No, like you reach this point where it doesn't matter who you are.
It's Mother's Day. It's a timeout.
It doesn't matter.
It's a big timeout.
First of
What
all,
if I dress up as your mother?
First of all, it's not like I was a planned child anyway.
What if I dress up as your mother and you take me out?
That's kinky, and somebody's getting pregnant.
I'm trying to get free. I'm trying to get free breadsticks out of this deal. Hang on. You got to call me Judy all morning. Big booty Judy.
So weird.
But no, why? And then why? You don't talk to your mother? Why?
I don't talk to either of them.
So weird.
Because they
Wait,
went down the rabbit hole.
You have
and
two
they're
mothers?
they're completely no, I have two parents, you dipwad. Because they went down the rabbit hole and they're completely obsessed and crazy and there's nothing else they can talk about besides JFK coming back to life. It's insanity.
Your father and I'll be in Dallas on
Yeah.
Daily Plaza with our tinfoil hats on,
Yeah.
waiting for a signal.
And it's just wild. And
I think it'd be interesting dinner conversation.
it's not.
We need to go
And then
over.
neither of them can hear, so you're shouting at them. The TV's up to 100 volume as it's spewing these goddamn conspiracy theories at them.
Oh, no.
And literally, I tried so hard, you guys,
Yeah.
where I was like, can we go out to lunch somewhere?
you don't have to defend
and
it.
not talk about it
Right,
for
right.
20 minutes.
Right.
But they can't even last 20 minutes. It's insanity. And I just can't.
You know,
it's
there's
so toxic and so negative. I can't deal with it. No. No. And there's
in the basement of the Olive Garden, there's a sex ring for
Right.
Hollywood pedophiles.
dude, they're 2 steps away from shooting up a pizza joint. For Christ's sake. I'm just keeping it real.
All the pizza places in Madison are like, what, where, what's this woman look like?
Don't worry, it won't be after dark. Can't drive that late. Hi, Chihuahua.
Oh,
Anyway.
now I want to meet him more than ever.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll give you the address. You go right in there.
That
You can have
sucks.
fun.
What about the other kids? Are they checked out?
Yeah, there's a few that are checked out, and there's a few that are fully checked in. So, it's like a lot of families out there right now.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Well, you think a lot of that stuff would have, for the sake of the family, there would be some.
no, and you'll be like, can
some
we hang
middle,
out?
Yeah, just some middle ground.
Can
right.
we hang out and talk about literally anything else? Because I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm sure you have a lot of stuff going on in your life that doesn't revolve around
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
this junk.
Yeah, maybe not.
But maybe not. Right. So then they just can't. It sucks. It's disheartening, and it's a bummer. But that's their journey, and I choose to not be a part of it
Yeah.
because it negatively affects me
Right.
and my child.
Does anybody check on them or anything?
Yeah.
Okay, they're not.
Yeah.
Okay. Not doing anything illegal, are they?
Hell if I know. I don't know what's happening over there.
Are they prepping?
I don't know if they
go down?
started or not.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's just, it's a rapid decline.
I feel bad.
Hey, dude, they made their choice and I made mine, and that's okay.
Sounds like a fun radio interview, though.
Well, it's kind of, it's
Please welcome Big Booty Judy to the phone.
next level Jesse Ventura, dude.
Johnny, we're in our bunker. Okay. Well, that's heartbreaking, honestly.
Yeah, well, I'm not the only
Too bad.
one that
Well,
went through
I
it,
know.
you know?
You've only got one set of parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Judy.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah, you can't talk him out of it. You can't talk him down. It's too bad.
Well, and
You
I'm
just
not
think for
even right. And like the weird thing is, like, I'm not even. I gave up trying to do that a long time ago. I'm just asking for time where we talk about each other's lives and what's going on, and we can't even do that.
Well, if you can't meet your grandchild, I mean, that's kind of painful.
Right.
I mean, if you can't hang out with the kid.
Right.
You know.
100%.
Only so many opportunities. Next thing is Rusty still in the Navy. Your mom says. When she comes over.
Well, and it's just getting worse, and I really don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, right on, dude. I got you.
No. All right.
Hanging out with toxic friends.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
Yeah, happy hump a day. I have an article here. It's called 6 Ways to Ooze Sex Appeal, according to a therapist. Number 1, be a DJ on the worst morning show in Madison.
Hello. I get off at 10. I'm going to get you off at about 10:05. I'm not going to lie. I stole that from Roadhouse, so that's not original.
Number 1, confidence is key.
Yes.
Confidence is undeniably attractive. When you exude self-assurance and you feel comfortable in your skin, others are naturally drawn to you. This doesn't mean to be an egotistical dick. That's a totally different thing than confidence.
There you go.
Right? The fine line.
Man, I hope Take a Bath isn't on there anywhere. Find your personal scent and stick with it. You smell like a sock. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Connect with your senses. That might be the one. Harness your energy and be engaging. Along with being confident, the energy you project is important. I just went through this with someone on Facebook that I've known for 20 plus years.
Give him a little pep talk.
I unfriended him.
Oh.
Because
the opposite.
He's been whiny.
Oh.
He's been single and whiny.
Yeah.
And so he'll go on a date and then everything's the woman's fault and this and that. And he had this big post about how single moms are the worst, selfish, most toxic people because clearly he had a bad dating experience with one single mom. But I was like, bro, you're the problem.
That sucks. Those moms be horny.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
He's whiny.
Yeah.
He's a whiny man-child.
He wants a babysitter.
Right. Nailed it.
It would help if you paid for the dinner.
So I was like, your energy is garbage. You're going to attract garbage energy.
Bad juju.
Period. End of story.
Right. You got to be out there and be
big baby.
Yeah, you gotta just roll with it.
Yeah. It's about being engaging, being genuinely interested in the other person.
Selfish people are very combative people. I've noticed that, and the conversation sucks. There's no way you don't agree on anything, and they're there to always win. That's a tough spot to be in.
Nobody wants to be around it.
Yeah, nobody wants to be around it.
You know,
you gotta have to change your ways or fake it. Do something.
Change your mindset.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
And what a crappy way to live. You're going through your whole day.
Yeah.
Just being...
I mean, fake it. My hot wife doesn't know I'm an asshole. She has no idea.
I'm pretty sure she knows.
I take it out on you guys. But I go home, I'm like, oh, you are the most beautiful woman. I'm so lucky to have you.
Until she wears the mom jeans, and then you're...
Oof.
Yep. See, look at that.
Oof.
When you make others feel important, people feel a connection to you, and they don't want to leave your orbit. Use body language. A recent study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that non-verbal cues are more effective than verbal communication during sex.
Oh, yeah.
But can you not? The importance of body language goes beyond the bedroom. Use gestures and facial expressions to convey warmth and interest. This also ensures that confidence doesn't tip into arrogance.
You know, that kind of goes with posture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Just carry yourself in a nice way.
Right.
Not a sexy way, but just
Yep.
How do you carry yourself in general?
It means a lot.
It does mean a lot. People are first impressions.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, which if you struggle with that, my new thing has been...
The chiropractor?
There was... Right. I've got a good adjustment.
He's handsy, isn't he? The guy you go to?
Don't you say that about him. He's not handsy. Well, not any more handsy than Cairo has to be.
Let me smell your fingers.
What do my fingers have to do with it?
Not your fingers.
Oh.
His fingers. Anyways.
God. No, my new thing has been when I find myself kind of walking around like kind of slumped over. I'm like, no, walk with the confidence
Stand
of
up.
a 20-year-old college dude.
No slouching.
Yep. And then it helps, dude.
Yeah.
It helps. Because those dudes be walking around like they're the hottest snit on the planet, you know?
Right.
Stay calm. A way to hone your body language and energy is to remain calm, cool, and collected. When we feel balanced and unstressed, we're more available to engage with other people. So this is when practicing mindfulness comes into play.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the most important steps to achieve your best orgasm is to remain in the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Focus. Focus on what's in front of you.
This is...
Tune in Tokyo. Tune in Tokyo.
I cannot believe people actually sleep with us. It's insane to me.
Well, Christy keeps one eye open just in case I'm trying to do something weird. So she never really sleeps, but that's all right.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
This is your Musk one. Connect with your senses. A good way to practice mindfulness and exude sexiness is to connect with your body and your senses. Putting sexual pleasure aside for a moment, there's something very seductive in a person who revels in simply being alive and using their senses. The expert advised that people should connect to your sensory world, whether it's savoring the feel of the air on our skin, the smells of spring, or the taste of delicious food, the feeling of unwashed sheets.
Yeah, this whole thing it just reminds me of like an old adage. It's just like stop. What was I going to say? It's like stop trying so hard. Just be yourself.
That's the last one. Is at the end of the day, the sexiest thing a person could do is be themselves.
Yeah. Don't try to be somebody you're not because somebody's going to ultimately see through your crap.
Well, that's a problem with like those the pickup artists online or whatever. Like that's so fake. It's just not. It's not going to work.
Yeah. And if it's not your time with that person, it's not your time. But don't take it out on everybody. I mean, that's a weird flex. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, women suck. Weird.
Have you considered it's you?
That's weird. Could it be your cologne?
All right.
Could it be your fanny pack? Being, in all that, in the realm, in the orbit that you speak of, kindness,
Yeah.
a little charity. I mean, all that stuff, goes, and you don't do it to show off. You do it because that's what you are, and ultimately, people will come into that orbit. I mean, I see it happen all the time.
Yeah.
The right people tend to find each other.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Just
I like that weird seems to be cool now, which makes it easier, I think, for people to be themselves.
Yeah.
Because I think before, like, I feel like people try to kind of fit into, a certain thing, whatever. You're the jock guy or the whatever.
And it all goes in a blender. It's like being a, the hot chick. It's not about physical. It's just it is. It's an attitude. You can't. There's really no way to describe it. It's just happening. You empower yourself. It's cool. And when it's happening.
Yeah.
But there's no. Yeah, I don't know. You just know it. It's interesting. You can't always have it, but sometimes you know it. But let's leave.
Said it better.
But let's leave Jennifer Aniston out of this.
Saggy knees.
Yeah, her knees. Ooh. Her knees are a little wonky.
You're so weird.
And if none of this, what we just said, helps, you can always get some Botox.
Everyone's doing them Botox parties.
My little friend, Botox.
Yeah. Okay, well, good luck. I'm sure you're sexy just as you are. Newer, gayer, dumber. That's JJO News.
Like to find when I break it right down, I like to find a chick with big hooters and a Lamborghini.
Well, you dated someone in radio. That wasn't the greatest move, No Lamborghini in sight.
That was a shot at the Lockermans. You totally missed that.
Oh, I don't even know she has a Lamborghini. Oh. Angie's taking a beating today.
Yeah,
I'd like to give her a beating.
I'd like to jump on top of your beating. Let me pencil you in for Thursday. Okay.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.